Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Sean Walchef, founder of Cali BBQ and Cali BBQ Media. We are coming to you live from the Restaurant Transformation Tour in San Francisco, presented by Restaurant 365. We're very excited. Why we do this show, why we started in 2017, was to have conversations that matter. So many business conversations when I was in school didn't inspire me. That's why we created this show, to talk about technology, to talk about the digital transformation of brick and mortar businesses, and to have incredible conversations with cool brands. So today we have Nick Brigante. He is the Director of Procurement and Analytics.
Yes, sir.
At Burger Lounge.
Yes, sir.
23 locations.
Yes, that's correct.
If you don't know about Burger Lounge, I'm spoiled because we're based in San Diego and we have enjoyed Burger Lounge on many occasions. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So what does your job include?
So I'm responsible for all purchasing for all food and beverage and packaging and everything above the line, chemicals, small wares, linen, you name it.
Yep.
All contracts as a result with all of our vendors and supplier partners, and then all analytics for the company for sales, labor, food cost. All fall under my purview.
At what stage is a restaurant's growing? At how many units does your job title become a job title?
That's a good question. It was really kind of a project management role for the first couple of years, just doing a little bit of everything. I started with the organization a long time ago.
How long has Burger Lounge been around?
About 12 years now.
Okay.
And when I began, it was really doing a little bit of everything. Being responsible for helping out with our database builds, being responsible for running the POS, being responsible for ensuring that our supplier partners and pricing was all good, doing a little bit of training, helping out with new store openings, and kind of everything between. So, and then as we got to store 18, 19, 20, it became necessary to really focus in on the procurement function to ensure that we were driving the best possible price, because obviously that's cost of goods are one of the three legs of the stool to ensure that we stay successful.
So take me through the process, because you're already an established brand, 12 years. You already have an existing list of vendors that you use on a regular basis. What's the process when you want to add a new menu item?
So we have a leader of innovation that helps us out, and that's really a good friend of ours in culinary, coupled with our CEO and myself and our chief marketing officer. We really get together to create a balance of what does the guest want and what's actually popular in the marketplace today. Create something that's executable, that's on brand with our ethos, which is 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and then move into recipe development, food costing development, sourcing, and then ultimately commercialization and execution.
It's very interesting for me as somebody that, we opened as a breakfast restaurant, we added dinner, we got into barbecue. Eventually the pandemic came. We say we didn't pivot during the pandemic. We went all in on what we already believed, which was the internet and getting more barbecue to more people. So leveraging technology to get more barbecue to more people. But we reduced so much of our menu items, and so much of what I do, and then Eric, my partner on the other side, he's the one that's saying, well, how's it going to work operationally?
Sure.
On the marketing standpoint, we have these great ideas, but then executing those ideas, and then how do you get the consistency in product? Talk about the push and pull of how does that work, and how does that dance, so to speak, come into to fruition?
So it's an amazing point. When we create products for our guest base, it's really about balancing the ease of execution without sacrificing what we're trying to achieve. Something unique.
Yeah.
It's something that's truly craveable, because we don't exist if not for our guest satisfaction, and the reason why people come to our organization, of course, the indulgence of a burger, but the product has to sing, and it has to all marry back up to the ethos of the brand once more. Is what we created initially was something that didn't exist in the marketplace at the time, and arguably in mass doesn't exist today.
Yeah.
So when there's a new item that's being innovated and thought through, it absolutely has to we're not sacrificing anything from a food quality, execution, or otherwise in favor of not doing it or doing it. We lead first with how is the guest going to enjoy this product, and then frankly we for all intents and purposes figure it out. Yeah. It's really quite rare that we will sit back and say that's too complicated.
Yeah.
Because
Isn't it complicated enough
Yeah,
running the business?
it is.
We literally are magicians.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can pull it off, it's complicated enough. We can figure it out.
Precisely. So, and that has led us to an amazing LTO program that's gained a great deal of resurgence since, as we creep out of COVID. We're back. It's great.
So tell me about the LTL program. What makes it unique?
So what we're doing right now is on a revolving basis of every 3 months, sometimes 4, depending on popularity, we'll run a new product. And then, so we're always in the pipeline with innovation.
Wow.
Purposefully to stay ahead of the curve from, again, what's out there, what's popular,
Yeah.
but also to stay nimble in the eyes of our operators.
Yeah.
In that, if we plan with enough forethought, we can have an LTO calendar, an LTO program for 6 months, 9 months, a year,
Yeah.
and just be ready to crank them out. We do a program around our shakes and beverages, and we do a program around our burgers.
How do you build a strong partnership network, a strong partnership ecosystem?
Our supplier base, for all intents and purposes, are our employees.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right? While we do ask for our supplier base and our distributor base to work hard, very, very hard. But at the end of the day, I want them to feel heard. I want them to feel well compensated, and I want them to feel appreciated. Not dissimilar to my career as an operator myself, with my employees in a restaurant. And because of that, we do drive true partnership. Our suppliers, they want to work with us, I'd like to believe, because they enjoy working with us. Because we are respectful. It isn't to say that we're going to not have strong conversations around pricing or negotiation, what have you. That's part of the job. But at the end of the day, if we do it transparently, with a smile on our face and truly enjoy each other's company, that's what's driven us to have amazing suppliers today. We've got 40 unique suppliers that give us almost 100% of our product base.
Do you have cell phone numbers for all of your 40 suppliers?
I do.
First name basis?
Of course.
You got a guy or a girl in every relationship that will run through a wall for Burger Lounge?
And at the end of the day, that's the expectation, right? Is that if I'm going to give them a call, that it's been understood, then there's
It's a bat signal.
Then it's something important.
It's important you're not going to overuse it. You're not going to. It's a two-way street,
Correct.
and that's what a true partnership is.
Absolutely, and that's what drove us to where we are today. And and everything that you eat in our organization when you go to dine, I can tell you exactly where it comes from.
You've negotiated every step of the process to make sure you've vetted the quality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the job so much fun. We get to serve food to people. Like, what better industry can someone engage in?
Yeah.
I directly impact people's happiness every single day.
So we have so many chefs, so many operators, so many owners, executives that listen to this show. For you had to come from San Diego all the way to San Francisco for this restaurant transformation tour. Why was it important to be here at this Restaurant 365 event?
To really further understand the need for us to continue to leverage technology from a database operations perspective and a database management perspective. We're currently with Restaurant 365's recent acquisition, and there is an opportunity for us to understand really what 365 can offer.
Yeah.
And the business intelligence and truly leveraging the newest technology is evident that's happening with this organization. So I had to see it for myself.
Yeah.
Because there's an opportunity for us to potentially transition, and we want to go in with our eyes wide open.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we appreciate everybody that listens to this show. We put on a weekly Clubhouse call on Wednesdays and on Fridays. It's a free social audio app. That's for you, the listener, you, the watcher on YouTube. Please join us on that call. Tell me about your restaurant. Tell me about your sales problems, your marketing problems, your content creation problems. Digital hospitality is everywhere, no matter where you look. We think that these problems are refined to the restaurant business. No, Amazon is a digital hospitality company. Disney is a digital hospitality company. When I flew up here on Southwest, they are a digital hospitality company. The DMV, I renewed my driver's license. Literally, I made an appointment online. I skipped 80 people in line that didn't go to the internet to schedule that appointment. So this stuff matters. That's why we do this show. That's why we have conversations with people like Nick that are leading the way to teach us lessons that will make us better leaders. So thank you guys for listening to the show. How can people get in touch with you and Burger Lounge?
BurgerLounge.com. Like you mentioned technology. We have our app is up and running.
Awesome.
We order online, skip the line for all intents and purposes. Please do.
We hate lines.
Yeah.
We love your time and we hate lines.
To leverage the internet, and we're ready for you to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Nick. So
Absolutely.
check out Burger Lounge. We'll put links in the show notes. And also check out Restaurant 365, the transformation tour. It's coming to Austin, coming to New York, coming to Chicago. They want to see you at this event. We want to see you at this event. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you all next week.